Hi guys, it's Sammy.
Hi guys, JC.
Hey, it's Sophie.
Hey yo, it's Steffy. And we're Sammy.
JC.
Sophie.
Steffy. Welcome to our channel.
Today we're going to be interviewing JC Park over his new MV, Kimchi?
Kimchi, yeah.
Hey ma, are you coming over?
Bring more soju, I don't wanna be sober.
Late night, you been liking my place.
So come and get this.
Yeah, more, yeah.
Let me eat that kimchi. Let me eat that kimchi.
Yeah, more, yeah.
Give me that kimchi. Give me that.
How is Texas treating you?
Texas is good.
Is this your first time here?
No, I've been to Houston before.
Were you just living La Vida Loca, or were you like there for an event? Or
No, I think he made a post about his ex lives in Houston.
Oh no, because I was.
All your exes live in Texas?
But you weren't serious.
No, because one of my exes lives in
None
Texas.
of your
but
exes live in Texas?
I think she moved, so I don't know. I mean, I'm not stalking her, but like
Sure you are.
Diana Morasan, like no. I'm just kidding.
Oh my
I've been to Houston. It was a long time ago, like 6 years ago. Whataburger, Jack in the Box.
Whataburger.
You know what's real.
Joel Olsen. That's good. Oh my god, I went to that church too.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Anyways, yeah, and that's all I remember. There's a bunch of family stuff with my ex that lived in Texas, but like, yeah, but now I'm in Dallas.
Okay, so I have like a burning question for
Okay,
you.
I hope it doesn't hurt.
Why kimchi and not bean sprouts?
That was on Kenny. He was living in Minnesota for a while at SALV's house, and he just was like, here's the chorus, just make a verse to it.
So he basically just give you the stuff. And
Yeah,
you're like,
and
okay,
I didn't know what I was actually going into. I was like,
You should have known up to it.
no, he was like make it very like cringy and like I was like, okay, like I know Kenny, so you know it's very like satire and it's very like joking, so yeah, I was like, okay, so I'll give you some like super cringy, and I thought it was just gonna be like a track that he did, you know, and I didn't know it was gonna, like I knew it was gonna be a music video too, and I knew kind of like, but I didn't know he was gonna promote it as much as he did and like make it as big of a project as he did, so yeah. I don't know why I'm holding this.
You're supposed to do like that. When we watched the music video, we all wondered like how long it took you to take off the kimchi smell, like in the shower. Like,
There was a strong like kimchi.
If you have like a good body wash, it takes like 2 showers.
What
2
body
showers,
wash?
okay?
Damn, I don't even know.
You don't have to
I think it's L'Oreal. It's like pomegranate.
Oh, nice.
L'Oreal, shout out
High
to
five.
you.
I know. Sponsor me. That's but,
For all of the fangirls that love you, are you single right now?
I cannot answer that question.
Oh,
I will take a hard pass.
scandalous.
That was a hard pass on my question.
Going back to the kimchi music video, you had an ankh tattoo.
Yeah.
Is that real?
Yeah, that no, it's fake. No, as a kid, I was always infatuated with Egypt, and I did like every single report that I could do on Egypt. And then like when I was like 13 or so, I went to Egypt, and it was my first time being out of. I'd been to Japan and Korea beforehand, and it was my first time being like at like a second, third world country, and it kind of like, I guess I don't want to say like humbled, but it kind of like put into perspective like everyone's hiccuping. We're all drunk here, so like it put into perspective like how I was living my life and kind of just and how I should like view life later, and like the ankh means like everlasting life, which is for me is kind of cool, but like I don't know, I just decided to get something Egypt related.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So you've been to Egypt before. You mentioned that you've been. Excuse me.
It's that tequila.
Before you mentioned that you've been to Zimbabwe,
Yeah.
Are there any other countries you've been to, and like what inspires your travel, or is it just from your family, or what is that?
I lived in Brazil for 2 years. Wow. I've been to Zimbabwe, I've been to Egypt, I've been to Japan, Korea. I've been to like a lot of like small islands in the Caribbean, like the United States Virgin Islands. I've been to Botswana as of recently.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Who's representing us? Okay.
No, literally no one.
No one. Okay.
Shout out Botswana.
It's mainly my family. Brazil, I did for me. I dropped out of college and went to Brazil. But it's mainly my family wanting to just I guess, visit places around the world. So yeah.
That's really cool. So if you could collab with any artist right now, who would you collab with?
Who would I collab with? That's are we talking like American or like
Anywhere.
Well, anyone.
Alive, dead.
Alive, dead. Michael Jackson. Okay.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of given. I would have to say Justin Bieber.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. So he
Really?
he gets a lot of flack for being like kind of like a dumb kid, but he's really a talented artist, and he knows. He's a smart marketer. He's a smart. His management is on point. So collabing with Justin Bieber, I would think Logic.
Ooh, that's a good one.
G-Eazy.
Okay.
Maybe Machine Gun Kelly.
Nice.
No.
No.
He's problematic.
Eastside Cleveland.
I mean, everyone's problematic, but
In terms of Korean artists, obviously Dean is
Ooh,
like,
yeah.
Jay Park. You know, you have to throw in there.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't go without saying like people from like Big Bang or BTS, but you know, I think I like Zico and like a lot of the what are now like solo rap R&B people. So
Any future work already in motion?
future work, I have a whole album set out.
By yourself or?
It has a couple features on it. It has
nice.
it has SALV, obviously. It has Alan Z. It's been a process. Salvi's my mixer, and it's been a process of trying to find time for him as well as me. He's been in Hawaii lately, so I can't really do a lot of stuff. It's been time trying to put it together. I mean, hopefully after this it'll get together. But you know, I think it's a process. It's just that it'll come in due time. I'm not so concerned with it having like a set date of release, but
I mean, you just released Kimchi, so there's no rush.
yeah. I mean, like though Kimchi is very much Kenny's project. I see that as Kenny's project more than like my own project, because it was, you know, it originated as Kenny's idea. This is really funny because I know it's not. I just don't like it. But yeah, it was originally Kenny's idea. Salvi did all the mixing on it. It was. So I see it as majority Kenny's project, you know. Just,
But it also brings like to you, so.
Yeah.
It also
the
gives
song's
you
a bop.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, I
You're
guess.
welcome.
And I'm
Sorry,
Sammy.
Sammy.
Alright. Yeah, so it was, my album will come in due time. I'm not trying to rush it. I'm just maybe trying to have a video for each song that I have on there. So I mean, it takes time.
Yeah, good.
okay. Now, this is no tea, no shade.
Okay. It's shade.
It's already shade.
Okay. I can see it, so it's not coming from Steffi. But when people look you up,
Okay.
they might see Walmart Jimin,
Yeah.
see your Sungri, Tarjay Taehyun. I made that up. Okay. I was trying to figure out what you look like. Okay. Tarjay, because you're classy.
Okay.
You're a classic.
Pinky's up.
But how do you feel about like these like random like celebrity comparisons, and like do you see them, or do you feel like people are making stuff up?
I mean, I feel like it's kind of an honor. It's in some sense an honor because being compared to such like an amazing artist such as like Jimin, Taeyang, Jay Park, whatever. It's funny, the Walmart Jimin thing came from Kenny when we were on tour together. He was just talking some shit. And he's like Walmart Jimin, and then Dre put it into this video, so then everyone was like, oh, okay, Walmart Jimin. But like, I don't know. It's hard to, I guess, as if you guys ever been compared to someone, it's hard to see yourself being compared to anyone. I mean, it doesn't bother me. I mean, I take it as a compliment being compared to someone so like quote unquote like good looking and like so talented. So yeah.
So it's a
Does that
blessing.
answer? Yeah. Okay. Does that answer? Yeah. Cool.
So you didn't answer my dating question. So my last question would be, would you date someone outside of your race?
Yeah. I have before.
Okay. Oh, is it the ex that lives in Texas?
Oh yeah.
Your
I've
exes
dated.
live in Texas.
I dated that girl. She was Mexican, Nicaraguan. I dated like I don't know if she was full black, she was half black, in like high
She
school.
was black, so.
Okay, so black. Okay.
Black counts no
Okay,
matter what.
black in high school.
Well, high school was a long time ago.
Yeah, that's very true. Thanks for dating me. But no, I dated Brazilians. I've actually, come to think of it, I've maybe dated one Asian person.
Really?
To be honest.
So you're open.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Actually, no, I didn't really date her. It was more like a fling.
It was just
So
casual.
any Asian girls?
It was just
Hit up
casual,
JC's
guys.
line.
Totally kidding.
I mean, I've dated kind of the rainbow besides like the one Asian girl, but yeah. The more you know. From the start.
The more you know. So aside from Kenny like making you participate in Kimchi, what made you decide to actually be in Kimchi?
Well, one day in Salvi's basement, they played me the song, and I was like, "Hey, this is like Late Night Selka," and they're like, "Yeah, it's like Late Night Selka Part 2."
Yeah, I know what you're after. 하지만 before I give you an answer, hit me with a late night selka, with a late night selka.
And they're like, "Okay, here's the chorus," and Kenny's like, "Oh, just make a make a verse to it." And I'm like, "Okay, cool." And like I said, I didn't know it was gonna be such a huge thing. And then when we were shooting the music video, I was like, I'm just gonna let Kenny like have this free range of like directing. And he asked me to do some weird ass things, and I was like, okay, but they're not gonna be in the music video, right? And then they end up being in the music video. So yeah, I mean, Kenny, I trust Kenny, even though he's such a clown, but I trust his
You trust your friends.
Yes, yeah, I trust my friends. So yeah.
Sure. I was just curious what WNAX is about.
Is about or stands for? Or like,
Yeah, like what is that for?
I actually don't know what it stands for. It was created a long time actually before I joined it. WNAX was originally I think like a 15 group member rap group, which included Salvi and Jody. And then along the lines, it became like TFR, and he's not really seen him much on his channel, but anymore. But like TFR, Jody, and Salvi, and then eventually, I've only been in the group since like the last a year as of tomorrow. Mm-hmm. So
Literally tomorrow?
well, yeah, literally tomorrow, or like 2 days from now. But yeah, we're just a small, I would say, collection of artists. I feel like WNAX is kind of the hub of everything. We branch out individually as our own. We try to do stuff individually, but we also come back and do collaborations together. Kind of Salvi and Family, the YouTube channel ties it together.
So kind of like a
kind of like an AOMG kind of.
AOMG, Odd Future type collective.
Yeah.
Of
So we're
individuals.
still like kind of like a brotherhood, but we still can do our own things and do yeah.
So that was all of our questions.
Awesome.
What do you want to leave our viewers with?
What do I really leave you with?
Anything you want to say to your fans?
I won't go to prom with you. I'm sorry.
So you know.
Just because I'm probably
you
too
won't
old
go to
to go
prom
to prom.
with you.
You have to be nice.
Sorry, but there's an application form in the links below for getting married to me. Yeah, just look up Kimchi. It's on Kenny's channel. Also, what? Also, follow me on Solving Family and Instagram and Facebook, and all the social media. I don't have a Snapchat, so
You're behind the times.
I know. Well, I had it when it first came out.
I'm kidding.
I first had it when it was Snapchat, so like.
Okay.
But then it became okay. Anyways, yes. Yeah. No. Okay. But yeah, just follow me to keep updated on everything that I do or don't do.
Okay, and one more thing. You said you're like kind of familiar with like Texas, Whataburger.
Yeah.
Jack in the Box. Is Jack in the Box really Texas? All that good stuff. But have you been to Buc-ee's?
No. What is
You're
Buc-ee's?
behind the
Lots of people come to Texas, but they don't necessarily drive in Texas.
Okay.
Because like if you just fly into one city, you just
Okay.
kind of stay in that
Yeah.
city. But
'Cause
then you
it's
don't get to
traffic.
Buc-ee's. And we thought since you weren't able to go to Buc-ee's, we would
Oh my
bring
god.
Buc-ee's to you.
Awesome.
So we got you a little...
Thank you. I drink a lot. So
you-
this is gonna
I mean, drink
Wait.
responsibly, but...
okay. If you're
Don't try this
legally
at
able
home.
to drink, then drink responsibly. But yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but what is this like? It's a beer.
Buc-ee's, it's a really famous truck stop here in Texas, and
It's a truck stop.
yeah, it's a really nice truck stop.
Alright.
It's like an oasis.
The bathroom.
It's really
is
clean. It has tile floors,
I've
like
never been.
porcelain sinks.
Okay.
You should
It's
go.
beautiful.
Wow, okay.
Like it's really nice.
Alright.
They have really good collabs.
Is this their slogan?
Yeah, it's a beaver.
I mean, I'm not sure if that's really their slogan.
I don't get it.
Their
They
slogan
have
is
like beaver nuts.
yeah.
Is it like
the-
kimchi? Is
the-
it a sexual innuendo?
I mean,
No.
no, they're not
Okay.
talking about
No,
eating,
their
you know
mascot's
what.
a beaver,
Okay.
and
Alright.
they have really nice bathrooms. But lots of K-pop bands in
bathroom.
Texas
Oh, yeah.
go to it, so we thought we would bring
Okay,
a little bit
awesome.
of
Thank
Texas
you.
K-pop culture to
Thank you so much. Yeah, definitely. I will definitely be drinking on this
Awesome.
when I get home.
So if you guys have any more questions for JC, make sure you check out his Instagram.
In the
We'll leave it in the
description, yeah.
description below. But make sure you check out his kimchi video with Kenny and
His
even if-
future project.
any future projects he has. Make sure to check him out.
Thank you for watching our channel and thank you for being here, JC.
Yeah, thank you
Bye,
for
guys.
having me.
Bye guys.
Make sure to like, comment, and
It's
subscribe.
sad.
Thank you for watching.
Bye.